PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, CAJUN, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with mail day number 109. This is a getaway video, meaning I am on my way out of town. I'm filming this. This may be my last mail day for a while because I'm heading out of town, flying up to Connecticut with my second oldest son to get some work in. We got 72 hours to purchase a humongous raw collection with tons of Jordans, but tons of other really great cards, all raw completely, no graded cards. And so I have a lot of work to do the next 90 days, and I am spending a fortune on buying this collection, which required some serious financial finagling and me pulling a little bit of money off my HELOC. For those of you out there who are conservative and not risk takers, that is probably very difficult for your ears, but you miss every shot you don't take, so it's worth a shot. I should be able to supplement my Jordan collection, supplement my collection generally speaking with some other really great cards, and then hopefully kind of slowly move some of these cards in the secondary market after I get them graded, the ones that look grade worthy and are grade worthy, get them graded by PSA or BGS, and then kind of let those go. There will be videos in the very near future with the cards that come from this collection that are for sale, and so I'll put those out there probably, or maybe check on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, go check that out. All right, let's get to the mail day. Here we go. We got the mail day pulled up. And it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 card mail day. So we got 7 cards. We got some bangers in here, some really important cards. Let's get this party started. The first card is going to be a duplicate card. It's the 1996 Stadium Club members only 55 with the members only stamp up there in the top right, as you can see right there. And it is card number 41 of the set. I think it's a great looking card because you got 3 first ballot Hall of Famers on it. You got Jordan laying it in over a helpless Olajuwon Dream Shake here, and actually I don't know who this is, but he's probably not a Hall of Famer. It could be Barkley, I guess. Let's see what year that is. 96. And then you've got well, you know what, I think I spoke too soon. I thought that was Clyde Drexler, but that does not look like Clyde Drexler, so maybe we've just got Jordan in the Dream Shake. But a great card nonetheless. Just to give you guys a peek, that's a duplicate for me. I've got 2 of these copies, which I'll hang on to. It was just super cheap, and so I just decided it was one of those deals where I just picked it up because the price was too low, and just tuck it away and forget about it. The next card is a card where you guys are going to laugh. This is a Pop 16. It is a PSA 10 2014 Prism World Cup Auto. You guys know I'm collecting this set. I think I'm like 5 or 6 away. It's been a bitch, for lack of a better word, to put this thing together. These are not high pop cards. They are not easy to find. They are certainly not easy to find in high grades. Yes, I know, you can barely read the autograph. This is the great Cafu, who played for Brazil, and he was a monster, an absolutely legendary player. Almost every single player in this 50-card set was an absolute phenom, fantastic player historically. This is Cafu, and before you say, you dumbass, and you know I'm a dumbass when it comes to autographs, I don't know a damn thing about them, but before you call me names, I just want you to see it's Cafu's fault. It's not me, it's Cafu's fault, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's every Cafu card that has sold. There's been 33 sales. Let me know when you notice a theme here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 for the autograph, 5 raw, 6. Hey Cafu, why don't you do us a favor and actually use a pen that has ink in it to sign your autograph? And so this was like the most frustrating thing about this damn set, was that there's one card where the guy just signed with a freaking Sharpie that was almost completely out of ink, and you're looking at one after another. How miserable is that? How frustrating is that? So my copy is par for the course. It's the best you can do. At least the card's in great condition. It's a 10 condition card, so one more knocked off the list for that set that I am chasing. So I'm dumb when it comes to autographs, but I'm not that dumb. I know when an autograph looks bad, but I didn't have a choice. If you're waiting for a Cafu 2014 Prism World Cup auto with perfect ink, you're not going to find it. And if you do, it means somebody committed fraud and went back and traced over it. I've never seen one, and I don't think we ever will see one, because he signed all of them with the same damn Sharpie that was completely out of ink. Here's a cool card. This is the 1993 Ultra, all defensive, real early insert card for Jordan. It's card number 2 from that set, a card that was featured in the MJ hierarchy as well. Not a tough card to pull from pack odds perspective, but it's a pretty rare card. The card is, I picked it up for $760 on eBay, and I've got kind of the eBay stuff pulled up, and this is an all defensive card, so this narrative on the back is going to be probably about defense. As usual, Jordan dominated the action at both ends of the court in 92-93, big enough to defend forwards, quick enough to defend guards. He was especially effective at double teams. Jordan's tireless efforts key to Bulls defense that allowed only 98.9 points per game to finish second in the NBA. He led the league with 221 steals, including an NBA season high 9 in a game. What a stat-stuffing stat sheet that would be for a fantasy basketball player. 9 steals in a game against New Jersey. Here is what the card's done historically. This is me right here on September 17th, a couple weeks ago, picking it up for $760 on eBay. I have not been buying much on eBay lately. Most of my deals have been from people messaging me on Instagram. I do pick and choose a few here and there on the PWCC weekly auction, although I have been trying to pool funds for this big raw card collection that I'm flying out to Connecticut to work on this weekend. Anyway, $760 is what I paid. The one before that was $722. Then 1,000, then 900, then 667, then 736, then 1,000. So I don't really know what the card's worth. I think it's probably worth somewhere from 650 to 850 if I had to guess. So 760 for me to pick up that card in a PSA 10 copy was fine by me. Happy to do it. And so that is card number 3 on our list, and that one I did pick up on eBay. I haven't been on eBay as much just because I haven't had a lot of time. I've been real busy prepping for some other things. And then this is really a 2-piece deal here. This is the Stadium Club Shining Moments PSA 10, a little insert from 1996 Stadium Club with Jordan and then Rodman in the background. And the reason I show you this card is I picked these up at the exact same time. This is a Pop 24. This is the Shining Moments members only. And somebody was asking me on Instagram after I posted them together. You know, I like to post pictures of pairings, you know, cards that have a united theme. And of course, the base and the members only parallel is a united theme, both in PSA 10. So put that one to bed. And this is how you can tell it's members only, because it's got members only printed on it backwards and forwards, just on alternating lines diagonally across the entire back of the card. And so that was a neat little pairing that I picked up together. So those two cards kind of go together. The Shining Moments PSA 10 is not crazy rare. Shining Moments members only is only a Pop 24 card, so pretty rare card. Next on the list is, you guys know I don't collect a lot of non-Bulls or even post-playing day Jordan cards. Like, I don't dabble in Exquisite. I don't buy retro, you know, inserts and stuff like that from the 2000s. But the one exception I do make is his playing years Topps Chrome stuff. I do collect that stuff. You know, there's a few of those out there. I probably could have created a little shareable link with all the ones that I have, but Zone Busters, The Move, Fast and Furious, those are a couple that come to mind. This 2002 Topps Chrome Zone Busters insert parallel, the refractor version, PSA 10, Jordan driving to the hoop with his left hand right there, wearing the Retro 3s, I think. The back of the card's pretty cool looking there. He was 6'6", 216. And by the way, people joke about Jordan when he came back for the Wizards and he wasn't, you know, what he was with the Bulls. That's great. He was like 100 years old. And by the way, he had averaged 22.9 and shot 80% from the free throw line. He did not shoot great from the field. That is one thing I will admit. But this Zone Busters refractor was one of two cards that we're about to talk about that I picked up from Mark, who is with Empire State Sports Cards. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mark. He reaches out to me when he runs across Jordan stuff that he knows I might be interested in, and every time he does, I usually end up buying something because he's extremely reasonable. Mark is one of those consigners who, you know, finds deals for people, puts people in touch. He's a good middleman. He will come across hundreds of slabs and then try to liquidate those slabs until he works good and does a good job at what he does. I just wanted to give a shout out. I have no dog in this hunt. Mark doesn't pay me to say nice things about him, but whenever I have a nice transaction with somebody, I like to tell the world about it. So Mark with, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Sidoff, it could be Sadoff, Empire State Sports Cards. That's him on IG. Go follow him if you haven't. He's got 8,655 followers, which is more than I have, so he must be doing something right. And obviously, you'll see some absolutely brilliant cards. And yes, he was affiliated with our guy who is now the black sheep of the hobby, Shay, or Shy, or whatever you want to call him. Yes, he did bid on his own cards. Mark quickly, broke from Shay. And again, I don't get into all of the drama. All I know is I've done deals with Mark, and the deals I've done with Mark have gone incredibly smoothly. He sent me what he said he was, when he said he was, for the price he said he was. And his prices are always reasonable. And here's another example. I picked up this Zone Busters refractor for $800. I've got the prices pulled up here. I picked this for $800. The last one sold $720, and then yes, there was one that slipped through the cracks at $587. But if you scroll back, $855, $1,200, $1,525, $900, $1,000, $1,000, $787, $2,350. Getting back to 2021. So it was nothing for me. I knew Mark was going to come through, and so $800, PayPal friends and family to Mark to get the Zone Busters under my belt was a no-brainer. And so another great deal with Mark of Empire State Sports Cards. The next card was also with Mark, and he reached out to me on this one as well, just like he did with the Zone Buster. I didn't ask him if he had one. He reached out to me, which is kind of what those middlemen do. And so he said he knew I would be interested in this card, a Tier 2 card from the MJ hierarchy, the 1998 Topps Gold Label Red Label. Yeah, I know it's confusing. We talk about it on the hierarchy. It doesn't make sense. There's a gold label, there's a gold label black label, there's a gold label red label. And the way you can tell is this label right here where it says gold label in red font or red coloring. And so just a beautiful card. You got to trust me, it's serial number to 100. And this is the card that we sort of talked about with Josh Dawson, where honest to God, you have to hold this thing right up to your face to see. You've just got to trust me and look really closely. The serial numbering is imprinted, but it's not a gold foil or a silver foil. It doesn't jump out. It's impossible to see. And it's up here in the top right where my cursor's moving right here, but you're not going to be able to see it on a 2D image. You've got to have the card, and you almost have to tilt it to see it. We talked through this with Josh when we were covering this card in Tier 2 of the MJ Hierarchy Project. If you don't know what the MJ Hierarchy Project is, go check out the playlist on this very YouTube channel. And by the way, those posters are still available. We're not doing our giveaway for the big Jordan card until I get to 100 buyers. I think I'm in the 80s right now, with many people buying multiple copies of the poster, but I'm waiting to get to 100 to do the big giveaway. If we don't get to 100 in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I'll just do the giveaway with however many people we have. I think I've sold close to 200 posters. So of the 80 people that requested, I would say the average person, requested 2.5 posters, which is great to hear, because I hope that you guys are going to get these posters and then give them to friends or give them to your local card shop or give them to, other collectors in the hobby and stuff like that. I hope that's what people do with these things. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I apologize. You can go check it out on the channel. I love these Topps Gold Label Red Labels, man. These are tough. These are tough cards. And again, it's from the 90s. It's serial number to 100. It's Jordan in a Bulls uniform, and that alone puts it into Tier 2. So that's the big pickup there. I picked this one for $4,800 from Empire State Sports Cards, from Mark once again. And here is my gold label family. Let me show you this first. So I've got the base card in PSA 10 right here. You guys know I collect 10s and 8s. That's the gold label. So the words are in gold, and it says gold label, okay? Easy. So that's the base version in PSA 10. That's the base version in PSA 8, because you guys know I collect 8s. That's not an expensive card. Here's the gold label black label in PSA 8, okay? And so you can see it's written in black right there. And then after that is the one we just showed, the red label. So that's what I've got going on with that 1998 Topps Gold Label number GL1 family. As far as what I paid for it, $4,800. I just wanted to show you how rare the damn thing is. You know it's serial number to 100, so there can't be that many graded. 40 have been graded between PSA and BGS. There are 11 BGS copies with a 52% gem rate. And PSA says, not so fast, my friend. We're going to go with a 10% gem rate. 1/5 or 5 times as hard to gem as BGS. So there's only 2 PSA 10s out there, and they sell for a hellacious amount. There are 12 PSA 9s, so that's sort of that kind of go-to blue-collar grade that you're looking for. This is the last 2 years of the card in PSA 9. Remember, I picked it up for $4,800, friends and family, with Mark Empire State Sports Cards through IG. The last 3 sales were $57.88, $6,100, and $51.85. So I love my entry point on a tier 2 card when it's below the last 3 comps, especially when Card Ladder says the card's worth about $51.12 or something like that. And there's only 12 of them out there, so those are the kind of cards, these are the kind of cards, I should say, that kind of get into people's collections and may not come out for quite some time, if ever. Last card, we already talked about it. Shiny Moments, members only. So that's it, guys. That's the list. We've got the Cafu with the disappearing invisible ink autograph. Unfortunately, we've got the Stadium Club members only 55 PSA 10 duplicate. The all defensive insert was a big one. The Shiny Moments pairing, and then the 2 cards I picked up from Empire State Sports Cards: Zone Busters Refractor PSA 10 Wizards, and then the Topps Gold Label Red Label serial numbered to 100, with only 12 of those out there. So as always, hopefully you guys enjoyed these mail days. I hope I have tons of content coming from this collection that I'm picking up in Connecticut. Real fun deal. Took I am not exaggerating, probably over 100 hours to prep for, as far as comping the cards, buying the supplies, buying the Zion cases, buying and loading up, a bunch of card savers and penny sleeves. When I get up there, I've got to get this thing all packed up and ready to fly back as much as I can to Baton Rouge with me in my carry-on bags, and then the rest, I've got to hit a FedEx shop on Saturday and put these things in boxes and bubble wrap and foam peanuts and secure these cards so they don't get damaged on the way back. I am going to go out on a limb and guess it's maybe 40 or 50,000 cards. I don't know. He's got lots of sets as well, like 1980 Topps, 1981 Topps, 1986 Fleer, 1986 Fleer, 1987 Fleer, 1988 Fleer, and then a bunch of insert sets from the 90s, and then tons of Jordan cards. I think we counted between 1,700, 1,700, and 1,800 raw Jordan cards. So there's a lot to go through and a lot of work to be done in a 3-day period, but I hope to have some really cool content for you guys, sort of a hands-on deal. I'm not going to have the frills and the video quality and technology of these guys that go around all over the country and do their, fancy, high-tech, high-def videos. It's just going to be me in my office over here on the floor, flipping through cards, talking through some of the cards that I see and the condition they're in and what my plans are and where I'm sending them and what I hope to grade and all that stuff. So, but it should still be fun. I should have lots of pictures from Connecticut that I can share with you guys as well. And we'll film a little 3-part video series just so you can see my trip and what it entailed, if anybody cares about that. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching. There are a couple ways you can support the channel. You can hit the PayPal link. If you go into my YouTube description, go to the About section, scroll down to the bottom. There's a PayPal link on there if you just want to donate to the channel. Another way is you can buy some posters, right? The MJ Hierarchy posters. If you haven't bought any, consider it. Check it out. There's a video on my channel under the MJ Hierarchy playlist towards the end. You can't miss it. All the details on how to buy the MJ Hierarchy posters, which show a graphical illustration of all the Jordan cards on the front, and then all of the pack odds. The biggest Jordan pack odds list ever created on the back. A couple of other ways you can support the channel is to buy or sell on PWCC. I am an affiliate partner with PWCC. Recently, there has been some back and forth mudslinging about people not being transparent about who they're sponsored by. I'm about as transparent as humanly possible. I get paid by PWCC only for sending people there to buy or sell cards. There's 2 ways to do it. You can use my affiliate link, which is in the same About section in the comments to this very video, or you can use the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, all capital letters, when you submit your items into your PWCC vault or to sell them on the Premier or the weekly PWCC auctions. If you haven't looked into it, I think it's something that you definitely should check into. The vault itself, opening a vault account, is free. It's also a great way to receive cards. Like if you buy cards on eBay and ship it to Oregon, you're missing that sales tax, and you can keep the cards in that vault in Oregon because there's no state sales tax there, and you can have the high-def images that I just shared with you here today. It's also a great way to do a transaction, a private transaction. So if I've got a deal done for a $12,000 card or a $50,000 card with a gentleman that lives in Kansas, and he's got a PWCC vault and I have a PWCC vault, The second he pays me, boom, I can instantly transfer ownership of that card and it moves from my PWCC vault to his PWCC vault. No shipping, no FedEx, no worries about, FedEx limits on insurance or USPS insurance limits, no chance of the card getting stolen, no chance of the card getting lost in the mail, none of that stuff. Boom, instant transfer. So a lot of reasons to vault, and some people vault and don't vault. In other words, they may have thousands of cards at their house. They may have hundreds or tens of 20s of cards in their PWCC vault. There's pros and cons to vaulting, and certainly there's pros and cons to not vaulting as well. And so you don't have to choose. And that's the beauty of the hobby. There's a million ways to do this. This just happens to be the way that I do it. It's my organization. It's my inventory management system. It's my appraisal, evaluation, method. There's a million reasons I do it. It just makes it real easy to share the cards that I pick up and do what I do with the social media and with the YouTube channel. So anyway, last way you could support the channel is to buy some of these, right? These NBA Jam shirts, but there's millions and zillions of other types of shirts on homage.com. I'm an affiliate partner with Homage as well. I have an affiliate link for Homage in the same about section in the YouTube channel description. Go down to the bottom, click that link, and anything you buy under there, a little fraction of that purchase price comes back to me to support the Cajun Cardboard brand and YouTube channel. So Homage is a great place to find Christmas gifts. We're getting close to Christmas. It's a great place to maybe look at, picking up some t-shirts for your kids or your friends or your cousins or whatever, family members, wife, whatever. There's a lot of cool stuff where it's kind of a blend of sports and pop culture. So something to check out. I think Homage is a pretty cool place. Just if you buy something there, just make sure you use the Cajun Cardboard affiliate link in my channel description. That's it, guys. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit it. Hit the like button if you like these mail day videos. Comment below if you think I overpaid for something or I shouldn't have picked something up, or if something looks great, or if you've got the same card. I love this, right? The engagement, the back and forth. I feel like I've made a freaking 500 friends since the day I started this channel. I get Instagram messages all the time about things that people like and don't like, and most of the people are super courteous. And if you're going to comment, just make sure they're courteous comments, and you don't have to agree with me. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. I am looking for honest and open dialogue and engagement. Just keep it clean and classy, and the rest is history. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great weekend this weekend. I'll be in Connecticut grinding by the time you watch this, and hopefully I have some safe travels with me and my son, and we'll get back safe and sound, and I'll make some great content for you next week. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.